Clancy from Ireland in the blue, and Bune from Australia in the red. This is going to be a great fight, folks, mark my words. Murph says let's roll. And we're ready to go, round one in the CMT welterweight title fight. Sean Clancy and Matty Bune cage side. Bex Toohey and Mark the Hammer Castanini.
Well, already Bune throwing a nice straight jab to start. But Clancy just comes in, and you can see he is not going to do anything fancy. He's just going to come in and close the gap.
No fancy Clancy.
No fancy from Clancy.
Bit of a knee exchange. Near our broadcast position from both gentlemen. This one in nice and tight. All it takes is an elbow to change things. The Murph moving both men in towards centre ring.
Again, he comes in, just barreling forward with big punches. Oh, inside thigh.
Beautifully timed by Clancy.
Yeah, just split Bune down the middle. Dropped his level. Look at that cross-face guard. Forearm across the throat. Clancy just roughing it up on the inside.
Is that already a bit of marking above the left eye of Matty Bune, who eats a big right hand?
There's one thing when you're fighting someone who's got the moniker of clubber, you know he's just going to come in bombing. Sort of gives away a bit of his game plan early, really.
Both men quite tall for the welterweight division, just a shade under 6 foot. They'd be about 5'10".
Man, Matty Bune is tall for this weight division. He's sort of up around the height of Eric Miskell, really, isn't he? He's sort of very similar.
Eric's only an inch shorter than me, but he'll tell you much more handsome.
Inside thigh again, Clancy goes, just willing on the punches. Saying, bring it,
just
clubbing
nods,
right hand.
Doesn't he? Nods as he cops a couple of shots. Bune, very good technician, beautiful body kick into a spinning push kick, a spinning heel kick, I should say.
Knee for knee, Bune just working on the inside.
How are you going over there? Just knee for knee in the first round. You've got your pet back. Beautiful inside leg kick again from Clancy. Whoa, throws an uppercut that would have taken Bune's head off, but Bune fires back again, kneeing nicely.
Oh, off the turn, through the head kick, Clancy. Beautifully done.
Outside thigh kick from Clancy. The Irishman copping some nice leather from Bune, who marches forward and fires back in an outside thigh kick of his own.
Bune just got a better guard in my mind than Clancy. Clancy's very open with his striking.
But
Bune
so aggressive as the
some
Irishman.
shots. Body, head from the Irishman. And then into the clinch, solidly working knees, and just bullies Bune down.
Matty Bune doesn't look too shaken. He's usually quite a settled customer, but Clancy is just bullying. The clubber is clubbing.
He's trying to get that right body rip in. He saw Bernardo do so well with it, and I reckon he's thinking, I'm going to try that tactic myself.
I don't think the gong was loud enough there, because the boys kept going well after the bell. I have to say, a fantastic first round, but I've got the Irishman just in front.
Agreed. We are in agreement. Have a look at how it went down. 1s and 2s. There's the body rip. Number 1, solid shot to the body, then the knee, then the clip to the jawline, double right hand, and just not relenting in the pressure.
Beautiful brawling, isn't it?
Yeah, the clubber is clubbing away.
And this is round number 2.
That's round 2. All right.
Brian Murphy separates the two. Sean, the clubber Clancy from Ireland, and Matty Bune in the purple shorts.
Oh, nice straight 1-2. This is better from Bune. Oh, that switch lead head kick. Now he's re-energized after getting it knocked down.
And Clancy, does he look to be in trouble? Not really. He's just pushing forward.
Him. Almost just infuriates him.
Never get an Irish angry.
Well, I'll tell you what. Working the knees, just bullying the young Bune. Kneeing on the break.
They've got a staunch look from the Murph there. And this one I don't think is going to go the distance. Both these men loading up every shot, and there's no concern for guard or movement at the moment.
They're just throwing down. Clancy just intent on coming forward, doing damage.
So great use of the push kick by Bune there, just stymieing Clancy. One thing about a bloke who's always coming forward is you always know, where he's coming.
And if they're moving forward, and you throw the power off the rear push kick, they're going to work
Huge
into
left
it.
hand by Clancy. Sorry, Hammer. He follows up with a right hand and then a knee. And Bune
He was hurt from that left hand.
called a slip.
Catch and look for the takedown.
Again, we see a successful, we'd say at this stage, strategy of attacking the body with the small gloves.
Uppercut into the clinch they go. Nice, almost affected the takedown, did Clancy. Bune tries to circle out of the forward moving Clancy.
This one, 5 by 2-minute rounds as a head kick whizzes past Clancy and he makes Bune pay, who slips out, reminiscent of Holly Holm v. Ronda Rousey on the edge of the cage there. Beautiful right hand by Clancy and follows up with a right head kick. Tries to catch the inside thigh for the 4th time.
Oh, overhand right from Clancy.
Left hook, right hand, Clancy doing the business. Bune tough as teak and fires an elbow to Clancy, who eats it and comes forward.
Just biting down on the mouth guard. There's Bune now.
He looks wobbly, Hammer. I've got to say, he's lucky we're in the closing stages of this 2nd round.
Oh, turning heel kick. Beautifully done. Jeez, he's been well tested, the Aussie. Oh, he actually said, yeah, he got me.
He did.
He admitted that he'd stopped because he was hurt. So I'm not sure why the Murph pulled that one up. There's the right hand
this one.
and the counter jab. Punch for punch, they go.
Clancy pushes forward. Bune so tough, and now he's got a problem with his own eyesight, blinking away. Time called by the Murph. Wow, this is a pressure cooker all of a sudden.
It's hard to know, though, Bex, when they're stopping because of the eye problems, whether it's because they're being thumped in the eye that hard that it's closing their eye up, or it's an actual finger or thumb getting in the eye.
Was it a legitimate strike, or is it Matty Bune's hair? He's got quite long hair.
Yeah.
And that's the end of round 2. Geez, they turned up the heat on this one.
Certainly
How
did.
did you see
Boys
it?
earning their money. I liked Matty Bune in that round. Sean Clancy in the first. But yeah, it's really close. Another really close, great match battle. International affair, this one. Australia versus Ireland.
Clancy always forward and Bune just a little smarter in some exchanges, but he did look about a minute out for the end of that round as if Matty Bune had done his dash, but he found something from somewhere.
No, it's a tough young lad, this one.
Amazing stuff. This one's scheduled for 5 by 3-minute rounds. We've got 3 of them left. Both men look as if they've already been through a 5-round fight. There's been very little guard to speak of. Round 3 in the CMT welterweight title fight at CMT 7 between Sean Clancy of Ireland in the blue and Matty Bune of Australia with his purple short sock. Beck's 2-week cage side with Mark the Hammer Castanini providing your special insight into tonight's proceedings. Saw a call from Angie Parr in the corner of Clancy that he needs to close the distance and knee.
It will make it very predictable for Bune. He's going to know what he's in for. He just needs to counter-strategise that forward pressure.
Move off the angles.
Yep. Or at least catch him on the way in, as we alluded to earlier. You know he's coming forward.
Yeah.
Back, give him room to come forward, get him a forward momentum, and then counter with that straight right. He's going to walk straight into it.
And you combine both your energies.
Yep,
into
exactly
his
right. Nice catch and takedown from the Aussie, Bune.
Is this the tide turning for Matty Bune? So often we see that, a takedown. It's just a real crowd moment that lifts a man. Getting a little messy there. Separated by the Murph.
Inside thigh right cross, the go-to strategy for Clancy.
The right cross has proved a good one for him.
Nice inside thigh right cross. Clancy wants Bune to bring it on again. He comes forward.
He looks almost done so many times, Matty Bune, and then he straightens up.
Yeah, then he straightens up. He can't throw the push kick off the lead leg when he's backing up. Off the lead leg's not going to have the power, the stopping power he
Just
needs.
saw that right on time. I mean, it wasn't a push kick, but same diff. If your whole momentum's moving back.
Oh, Bune's head's rocked back from the uppercut. Elbows.
How tough is Matty Bune? We're about to find out. The Irishman stands over him and wants him up because he wants another crack. Will Clancy finish it this round? Or will this resilience of Bune show us that there's more to him? Got out of the road of that, didn't he?
Throws himself with the whole punch, does Clancy. Into the body, up to the head, into the knee strike. Transitional striking at its best from Clancy.
At one stage there, Hammer, he held the guard of Matty Bune with one hand, pulled it to the side and punched him in the face.
So I suppose that's a benefit of fighting with these little gloves. It does allow for a slightly different hand positioning and grabbing.
Spinning back, fierce, and Clancy eats it, smiles and nods. I know it's stereotypical to say this of Irish, but bloody tough.
Yeah, it's certainly. I tell you what, in these gloves, they're very unforgiving. We learned that Lockie Holiday from the NTG gym after his fight, broken hand, and that story is somewhat common sometimes.
And he won that fight convincingly.
He won the fight, but he's got a busted hand. So fighting with the littler gloves, very unforgiving.
Bune finishes the round under significant fire from Clancy, and I tell you what, a lesser man would not be standing right now. A clear round, you'd think, for the clubber.
Well, yeah.
You're going to have the doctor look at the cut on Matty Bune. Both men cut up. A 5-round fight, this one, being a title fight. CMT welterweight title on the line, Hammer, but I don't think you'll find anyone complaining that we have 2 more rounds of this fight.
All right, boys. That's gloves. Go.
This is round 4, folks, of a CMT welterweight title. Sean the Clubber Clancy of Ireland in the blue and Matty Bune of Australia in the purple shorts. Cage side, Bex Tui and Mark the Hammer Castanini.
Catch and cover. Chop at the leg.
If you ever wondered why Sean Clancy was called the Clubber, that's the issue.
See Matty Bune, he's landing that jab. I'd like to see him double or triple it up and then throw off the right from it, but he's throwing the jab one out. I think if he overworks it or works it a little more, it's going to give him a lot more settle time.
We'd have to have this one relatively even, knowing that Bune had a pretty strong earlier round.
Yeah.
And Clancy finished strongly in that 3rd round, and now he's looking to take the advantage.
Step through knee, body, head from Clancy. Again, he comes forward, all pressure. And if you're scoring aggression, you've got to score it the way of the Irishman, because he is so aggressive and forward
Matty
walking.
Bune takes all that and takes a moment and then looks 100%.
And then fires back.
It's crazy the amount of punishment he's taken from the hands of Clancy.
Switch up lead, nice push kick off the lead leg. Into the clinch they go. Clancy goes straight for the body lock.
Warning against Clancy for getting in the back of the head. Some contributory problem there from Bune of actually turning his head. Always fair is the Murph, Brian Murphy. Clancy pushes forward again, Hammer. So often we've seen this in this fight. It's Bune on the cage getting pounded by Clancy.
Let's go, step back. Keep your head up, mate.
1-2 chop. Bune trying for that overhand right. I think the straight right is going to be the way to go. His legs are really getting banged up now. He's struggling.
You can tell by the way he's moving.
You want your break or you want to go?
Angry. I think we don't need to translate that. An accidental hit to the groin by Clancy, and Bune asked if he wanted to take the regulation timeout. He doesn't, and we're back in the action, and it's a familiar story with Clancy pressing Bune against the cage.
Throws him down. It's more of a test of will and strength now. I'd say skill-wise, both these guys are fairly even. It's just, you know, when 2 fighters are matched.
Spinning heel kick into the face.
Again, catch, a counter. He may not have the flash moves, but geez, he's got the mustard. He's got the pepper and he's got all the condiments, and he's going forward and smacking.
He's the master foods of CMT. I told you I like this Clancy kid, and I do like Matty Bune as well. This is one we could watch any time.
You know, Matty Bune for me would be a nice fighter to watch with an opponent that had a clean, I suppose, not so aggressive forward movement.
Yeah.
If he can display his skills, I'd imagine he'd have some great skills, but he is getting no reprieve, no chance to show anything today. Just a bit of a trip as he walked away.
Was that a trip by the clubber?
Just tripped him as he walked away.
And he says to the crowd, what of it? So we end round 4. 1 round to go in this CMT welterweight title fight. Sean Clancy of Ireland surely taking the ascendancy in that round as well, and looks in the box seat going into the 5th.
I'd like to see Bune just, as I said, back up, and rather than throw a round technique, throw a straight, because he's going to come forward, a straight line technique. He's going to walk into it, and not off the lead leg or off the lead side, because it doesn't have the power. The power comes from the rear side, rear leg, rear hand. It's got to be straight, and it's got to be timed as he's coming forward.
Special comments from Mark the Hammer Castanini. This fight, number 9 now. CMT welterweight title fight between Matty Bune of Australia, who we have unofficially behind on the scorecards, and Sean the Clubber Clancy. Right? Bune in the purple.
3 minutes, that's it.
They're instructed to go to war by Brian Murphy. And this is our 5th and final round. Bune v Clancy for the CMT welterweight title, and Clancy opens up like a house on fire.
Tell you what, he wants this title. He wants to do himself proud in his corner.
Plenty of people watching this in Ireland.
Changed stance momentarily there, Clancy did also. Seems to be the theme of the night, with fighters switching from orthodox to southpaw and then back.
I don't see that there's, unless you know there's a particular advantage from it, I think it's overrated. You should probably stick to what you do best.
Unless you're truly, what is it, ambidextrous, unless you can, you know, fire.
I had a girlfriend who was ambidextrous.
God bless. But, yeah.
That's when they can breathe through their ears, right? Oh, Bune in serious trouble and eating elbows from Clancy, but again, half a second's rest is all Matty Bune needs.
But just getting bullied back.
Right. Let's go.
Wiping some blood out of his eye.
Some blood coming out of that left eye of Bune now.
Landed on our sandwiches. Thank God we've eaten.
Looks to turn away again, Bune.
Right. Stand back, let's go.
The Murph breaks him up again. We can't have more than 2 minutes left in this, folks.
I'll tell you what, that's a fair, decent cut over the left eye of Bune. That's going to be at least a 10-stitcher, that one. Boom, into the body, goes with a knee. And Clancy now just methodically walking forward, but not as aggressive, just picking his shots a lot more. I think he knows that he's got this one.
Well experienced, this young Clancy. He pushes forward, and Bune is painted up all sorts, but he hasn't lost any fans tonight, Matty Bune. He is a serious, we talk about him being technical, but how tough is he as well?
Good, tough kid. And tonight, I just feel that Clancy's just been too much of a forward onslaught.
Right.
So often when you see guys press like that, they don't have the cardio, they don't have the fitness, the conditioning to back it up. The thing about Clancy is 15 minutes he's been doing this.
And the hook, and the elbow, and the Mad Irishman is certainly going to town.
Where's a head
on
kick?
The Aussie.
He's got 10 seconds left as Clancy, and we think he will take out the CMT welterweight title. And tough Matty Bune still firing, still believing there's something. Now he fires the push kick off the back leg, but turns his head, and that's dangerous.
Matty Bune just throwing his punches literally off his waist, but still affecting big shots.
These gloves will not be used again, I have the feeling. Could be going to the reserve pair as Clancy. Beautiful.
1, 2, 3. Clancy forward.
Step up knee was delicious. But Bune keeps coming back. And Clancy now starting to showboat. The spinning heel kick. It's the waist of Clancy, who's now doing a jig.
They're doing the Irish dance. Isn't that some sort of Irish dance going on there?
Gets a few boos from the crowd. I don't think they realise the cultural reference.
Well done, boys. That was a war.
Good on them. Well done, says Brian Murphy, and I've got to agree. Hammer, very impressive, and a great title win to Clancy.
The CMT side title, the hardware, is going to be put around the waist of one of these boys, no doubt. Not preempting the decision, but Sean Clubber Clancy is, in our eyes, looking the favourite.
After those 5 rounds, we went to the judges' scorecards. They have come back with a unanimous decision. And the CMT welterweight champion from the blue corner, Sean Clubber Clancy.